Hi, my name is Dee DiGioia. I'm so glad you're here. This video is the first in a series of videos about mindfulness that I will be sharing with you in connection with the County of San Luis Obispo Public Libraries. In this video, we'll be exploring your zones of emotions. So let's go. Did you know you have superpowers? They're right inside of you, waiting to be discovered. It's true. I didn't know about these superpowers when I was your age, and I struggled so many years with anxiety, which means really big worries or fears, and other challenging emotions. I didn't know what to do or how to change them. All of those uncomfortable emotions felt like they were being the boss of my brain, and I was very unhappy at times. I think it's interesting that in school we learn about things like how to read, how to do math, or science, or even PE. But why is it that no one teaches us about our very own minds? Like what to do when I feel really mad, or really sad, or worried, or afraid, or overwhelmed. Or when a grown-up says, calm down, how do you calm down when your body feels really jiggly? Or when a grown-up says, stop crying, but you're still feeling really sad. I learned about something called mindfulness. I wish I learned about it when I was your age, because it has been super helpful. It's like a superpower. And now I even love to explore emotions. And I love to teach kids like you about mindfulness of emotions so that you can discover your superpowers to help change the way you feel when your emotions feel too big or overwhelming. You don't even need a cape, just a curious mind and a kind heart. You see, we can't always change what's happening in life, and we can't always change what other people do, but we can choose what we do. Mindfulness is a practice of noticing or paying attention to things like what you're feeling or thinking or doing, or noticing what's going on around you, including the people that you're with. If you begin to pay more attention to these things, you can also learn and practice new ways to be more in control of your emotions, to feel happier and more peaceful. When we talk about emotions, there are so many ways to describe them. So I put emotions into categories called the zones. There's 4 zones, and we describe each zone and emotion in terms of energy, emotions, thoughts, and the things that we do, actions. The first zone is the green zone. Now this zone is the calm, peaceful energy zone, where everything feels just right. Your mind and your body feel like it's in control, and you feel like if you were to compare yourself to like a battery, it's like you have a fully charged battery. Everything's good, running smoothly. Can you guess what emotions you might feel in the green zone if you have calm, peaceful energy? Take a moment and think about some emotions where you have just right energy. Did you guess any of these emotions in the green zone? When we're in the green zone, we feel happy, good, calm, peaceful, focused, kind, interested, curious, grateful, ready to learn. These are all different emotions and many more that you might feel when you're in the green zone. This is the blue zone. Blue zone refers to super low energy, too little energy. We often feel like we don't feel like moving, like we want to sleep a lot. It's like having a battery that's just about out, like it needs recharging. Can you guess what emotions you might feel in the blue zone? Take a moment and think about some emotions where you have really low energy. How might you feel? In the blue zone, the emotions that we use are usually called feeling sad or sick, tired, like really tired, like exhausted, tired. It could even be bored or lonely, disappointed, or feeling blue or blah. In the yellow zone, energy is much higher than the green zone. So it's energy that's beginning to rise and might be getting to a level that might feel like too much. We're beginning to lose control. Maybe our body is super wiggly and it wants to move. Maybe you're having difficulty focusing or paying attention because you might have lots of thoughts going round and round in your head, or maybe some worries or things like that. So what are some emotions you might feel in the yellow zone? Take a moment and think about some emotions where you have energy that is a little bit too high. Okay, did you guess any of these emotions? In the yellow zone, we could be beginning to get mad, beginning to feel upset or irritated, frustrated, maybe scared, stressed, anxious, worried, confused, embarrassed, maybe even excited or silly or surprised. All of these emotions have a high energy to them. And there's a range. Sometimes it's a little bit high. Sometimes it begins to get higher and higher. And that's where we go into the next zone. This is the red zone. It's high energy. It's way too high energy, way too much. It's out of control, like a volcano exploding. Things we might do are hitting, kicking, pushing, throwing things, breaking things, yelling, shouting, screaming. All of these are probably too much for wherever you are at. Can you guess what emotions you might feel in the red zone? Take a moment, think about some emotions where you have way too much energy, the kind where you lose control. I bet you guessed these emotions right away. Red zone is when we're really mad, when we're super upset, terrified, super stressed, frustrated, maybe even surprised or shocked. The only difference between yellow zone and red zone is where we lose control of our either mind or body, and we might do or say things that might get us into trouble. It's important to know that all feelings are okay and expected. Sometimes it's what we do that's unexpected, not okay, not so helpful in that situation. So it's important to think about how our actions affect others. I mean, others might not feel comfortable or safe around us if we're losing control, right? And at the same time, others feel good. Their hearts feel good when we are in control of emotions. And that's how mindfulness helps us. We can practice paying attention to when we're having an uncomfortable emotion, and we can make choices that make everyone around us to feel good. So if you're out of the green zone, you might choose to get help, or you can practice ways to help yourself get back in the green zone. That's where your superpowers come in. So let's practice one way now. There are many mindfulness practices to help calm our minds and bodies, to bring us back into the green zone. But right now, we're going to be mindful of breathing. Even though we're always breathing, we usually don't notice it. So we're going to learn how to pay attention to our breath. So in order to practice, you need to be sitting up tall. Now, take one hand and put it on your heart or your chest area. And then take your other hand and put it on your belly. Okay, you ready? So let's begin by taking a slow, deep breath together. So in through your nose, breathing in and then out slowly through your mouth. Good. Make sure it's slow. Here we go. Ready? Breathe in through your nose slowly. Out through your mouth. Just like you're blowing a birthday candle or a dandelion to make a wish. Let's do one more slow, deep breath in. One more slow, deep breath out. Good. Now you can keep your hands there, and let's just for the next few moments, just breathe like you normally breathe. So just pay attention to what happens as you're breathing, just normally. So try not to change it. If you'd like, you can close your eyes so it helps you focus. And just feel your breath as it comes in. Feel your breath as it goes out. And what do you notice happening to your belly or your chest when you're breathing? Okay, you can open your eyes now if they're closed. How do you feel now? What zone are you in? You know, when we choose to use mindful breathing, beginning with slow, deep breaths, it switches off the stress reactions in our mind and body and helps our bodies know that they're safe and can feel calm. So when you notice you're in the yellow or red zone, you have the superpower to change how you feel. You can tell yourself, breathing is my superpower. It's true. Simply paying attention to your breath can help you notice when your breath needs kind attention and care. So start paying attention to what zone you or even others are in throughout the day. Be a noticer. And when you notice you're out of the green zone, do something kind for yourself. Just pause a moment and practice some slow, deep breaths to help you feel more grounded and in the green zone, more mindful, kindful, peaceful. I'm so grateful you watched this video. I hope you learned something helpful. I'll be sharing more ways to practice mindfulness in additional videos through the County of San Luis Obispo Public Library's website. So be on the watch for those. And I'll also post these and additional resources, including classes, on my website, mindfulkindfuluniversity.com. But remember, a mindful, kindful, peaceful world begins within each one of us. So keep practicing, and I hope to see you real soon.